Okay, the first step is to remove the end caps and take out the springs. And take out the springs. And we're going to do the same for the other side. Okay, then we're going to remove these two stops here. Now we're going to remove our indicator. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a wrench and we're going to turn the spindle until the pistons come all the way out. Now we can take a pair of pliers or channel locks and take both of the pistons out now that they're free. And then we're going to rotate the pistons. Just put them right back in, but opposite. We're going to put this one back in on the opposite side as well, the opposite of what it came out as. Now we're going to rotate the spindle to get both of the pistons equally outward. So we're going to be pushing them out, and we're going to set the spindle at a certain angle. You want the spindle to be pointing about in this direction right here. So just like this. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to push the pistons in. And when you do that, the spindle should be just a hair further than horizontal of the actuator. So what you can do is straighten it back out to where it's pointing to each end cap. And then after that, you're going to look back here in these two holes where the stops were located. And you're going to make sure you see the stop for the spindle in there. We'll get the flashlight. So I don't see the stop in there, so what we're going to have to do is rotate it 180 degrees. We're going to have to rotate the spindle 180 degrees. So we're going to push the pistons back out. We're going to put our spindle back to where it was when we had our pistons out, at this angle right here. So pointing about like this right here. And now that we've rotated it 180 degrees, we're going to push our pistons back in. And once again, our spindle is about a hair over horizontal. So we're going to straighten it back out horizontally, and we're going to take another look in the holes where the stops were and see if we can see our stop on the spindle itself in there on one side. And we do. It's going to be on the left side for this one. So we can put our stops back in place. After you put your stops back in place, before you put everything together, you want to make sure that the spindle rotates freely, and it does. So it's hitting this stop now. We go back, push the pistons back in. Now it's hitting this stop. So we know we've done it perfectly. So now we can put our springs and end caps back on. We're going to do the same to the other side. Now the actuator's in the fell open position, so we're going to put our indicator back on, but we're not going to put it on like it was before. We're going to align our two yellow indicators in line with the spindle the way it's pointing. Right now it's pointing this way. So we're going to put our indicator on like this right here now that it's fell open. Just like so. Now that we've got everything back together, we can test it. So we'll put air to it, make sure it rotates freely, and it should turn clockwise. Just like that. That's it.